Alright, hi. Alright, so before these two videos start, I just want to say this was originally supposed to be 3 videos, but one of the, nothing was wrong with the recording. I just don't want to. Part 2 is a little bit more personal than I would like, which in the moment I thought I would be fine with, but turns out I'm not. So I'm gonna hold part 2 to myself for now. Maybe like at a later date I'll be more comfortable with sharing my other altar, but in the video I'm going to say there are going to be 3 parts. No. So there are only 2 parts. I'm only going to show you the changes I made to my familial altar and my main altar, which is right there. But so I just wanted to let you guys know that, so then you're not confused of why why there's only 2 videos going up instead of 3, when in the video I say it's gonna be in 3 parts. Alright. And I also wanna, in this video that this is going on, this, little thing, this is part 1 of the familiar altar video. I'll let you guys know at the end as well, and in the other in part 2 where I show you guys this altar. So that this is only going to be in 2 parts. But there's an abrupt ending to my familiar altar. It's because in the altar setup it's on a shelf and you'll see that, but at the very bottom I have another part of it that's a little bit too personal, and while I trust my friends and family not to judge and be assholes, I also want to keep that to myself as well. So I just wanted to pop in here before the video starts, and so then no one is confused, and I just want to clear some things up. So I hope you guys enjoy, the videos, part 1 and part 2. And I will see you all guys next time when I have something else to show you or talk about. Okay, guys. I said in my last altar tour that I was changing up my familial altar, and I did. And I'm gonna do like a whole altar tour, but it's going to be split up in 3 parts, so 3 different videos. But they're pretty much all going to be altar tours. And how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna probably show you my familial altar and how it's changed, since there's not much to really talk about here besides the changes and some of the things I've already added, some of the things that I've added, and some of the things that I've just switched places. Then I'm gonna show you my 2 other altars, which I'm not gonna get into right now. I'll get into those in part 2 and part 3. And the way I'm gonna do it is all the videos are going to be released in the same day. So probably, this weekend as the time of filming this, because it's Thursday right now. So probably either Saturday or Sunday. And then that's how we're gonna proceed. So let's get on to the actual altar tour, which I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you my familial altar, and we'll talk about the changes, and we'll go through that. Alright, so I hope you can hear me, because in the last video you couldn't really hear me. It sounded like I was mumbling, which I was trying to talk as loud as I could, but it was very difficult. So this is basically what it looks like right now. So I have it set up. I'm only, gonna probably change this up seasonally, this altar seasonally. And I'm not gonna change my other altars seasonally. They're probably gonna, change based on, what I'm, using them for or using them. So basically we have sunflowers. All these flowers and plants are fake. Most likely never am I ever going to use like live flowers or anything in my actual decor of the altar. It's just for the aesthetic rather than practical or anything that I'm, using. And okay, so that's basically, and that's basically it. So here we have this. Now, I found this little wooden sign, this sign right here, at the charity shop that I work at, basically. I'm gonna call it a charity shop rather than the actual name itself, even though most people know where I'm working. But if anybody in the future comes along and sees this, and if I'm still working there, I would rather not have them know unless I know them in real life. So I found this at a charity shop, and basically, it says, it has mirrors on it. That didn't come with it. I put those mirrors on it as, sort of reflective. They're basically part of a working as well, a protection over them, because mirrors are good for reflecting. So anything malevolent or anything baneful energies that would, maybe, be trying to hang around. That's why I put mirrors here, just to reflect them, out of here. And I put like a protective symbol on the back, which I'm not going to flip over. It's literally just a pentacle, that's all it is. So I have a pentacle painted on the back of it, and then I, put the mirrors as well. So I have, 2 sets of protection on going with that sign, because I'm not wanting all creatures. It's only, it's only the one and only, creatures, meaning spirit, human, energy, anything that, isn't malevolent. It's only benevolent figures and benevolent energies that I would like to welcome in to my practice. So that's why I have those mirrors there, in a long-winded way of saying. Okay, so I still have this protection candle, the remnants of the protection candle, and I still have the sticks. I moved it over because, it looks a little bit better. I added, for decor reasons, 2 scarecrows. Same charity shop, so. And I really like them. They're not gonna stay. They're not gonna stay here forever. I'm gonna switch it up at, around, the winter time, when fall is over, when it turns over into winter. So I'm gonna change that up. But I really like these scarecrows. Like, they just look nice. That one's right there. That's ceramic, and this is made out of wood. But there's that. Same cat statue. I did change that, that huge cat angel type deal. I did change that, and I put it on top of the shell, which I will show you in a little bit. But I changed it with a little bit of, I think it's supposed to be a flower pot, or like, something you can put like flowers in or something like that, like in here. And same charity shop. I buy everything at basically a few stores, and that's the only places I go. And I put my crystals in here. So if you can see that, probably not, but I put the crystals in there just for storage. While storing them away, but also having those energy, the crystal energy, still around here. I still have my fairy tale cake toppers because I still like the image and what it brings, and what it reminds me of is the attributes that I would like in my family, in my friends, to embody, and those types of energies that I want to keep around. Those are why they're here. I added they're not real keys. They're literally, I'm pretty sure, plastic. I don't know, but there were at the shop that I work at and that I can buy from now. There were like three decorative frames, and they had keys and like two lock things. And I literally took the keys, and I deassembled. I took apart the picture frames, and I took the keys out because I wanted the keys, and I have the picture frames. Oh, I have the picture frames in like one of my drawers that I keep all my other stuff that's not altar related or anything that it's just out of the way. Alright, so that's basically a long way of saying I got these keys. I have more keys. I have 6 other keys as well, because I bought 3 frames. 2 of them had three keys in them, and one of them had 1 big key and the 2 locks, which I'm gonna show you in a different altar tour. Oh my god, I can't speak. Alright, so we have the same ceramic family thing behind me from the Dollar Tree. And I work with a lot of animal symbolism, and I connect more with animals than I do human figures. There are human embodiments that I can get along with, like Fairy Tale, but that's from an anime, of course. But I do work with a lot of animal symbolism as well. I'm not Native American, but it's not, particularly Native American to work with just animals, and work with animal spirit and energies, but I do work with animals as well. The same lizard, and if you've seen that last video, but if you haven't, it, just basically is here to remind me of a friend who passed away. She was older, she was an adult, an older lady, but still a friend. So this turtle, that little turtle figurine thing right there that I'm pointing at with the camera, it was given to me by my grandmother, who is since now passed as well. But I keep it there for a reminder of her, and a friend who also, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's a childhood best friend, and because he likes turtles as well, that's what the turtle is there for as well. Because he's someone in my childhood, I connected with. And he was probably like my friend. He's a friend that we're still friends. But I keep the turtle there for him as well. So the turtle holds, multiple symbolisms and personal symbolism for me. But also turtles live a long time, so, and they're, protection as well because of their shells. So longevity of family relationships and friendship that's, another energy that it's bringing in with the turtle as well, or at least symbolizing. And that's why the turtle's there. I am not good at this. Okay, this cardinal right here. Okay, so originally I bought this cardinal because I wanted something separate from the turtle to represent my grandmother, who I wasn't very close with, but she is an important part of the family on my mother's side, so it's her mother. And I asked, basically her. I work with spirits as well. So, just speaking to her, like, what do you want? What would you like on the altar to represent you? And every single time a cardinal came up, something like a vision or imagination or a memory type of deal. Every time a cardinal came up, like, I'm thinking if I'm not misremembering this, but I know she had like a big case with a lot of statues, birds and nature and things like that. I'm not sure if she had a cardinal in there, but every time that I was, thinking about it or, asking, and that's what came up was a cardinal. So I have that. Now, originally the turtle was supposed to be, because she gave it to me, okay, that's her. But, it served a dual purpose as well because my friend also likes turtles. So, I know it's weird, but go with it. But since the cardinal was originally that sort of message from her, it was, sort of appropriate to, put it there. At first it was. But then I started thinking, okay, well, it doesn't really make any sense because I don't actually know. So I originally took it off. I took it off for a few minutes, and put it somewhere. And then I did some research on cardinals and their symbolism. And their symbolism is based around family as well, which I didn't actually know this at the time of buying it because I bought it before I did the actual research. Don't do that if you're, into anything spiritual. Don't do that. Don't do what I do because that's dumb. And it's a waste of money if you're not going to use it. But because I could use it for what I put it back on and said, okay, because it, ties in with the theme of the entire altar, I'm going to put it back on. So it symbolizes loyalty, monogamy. Now, monogamy to me doesn't have to mean that you're just stuck with one person or stuck with one group of people forever. Monogamy is just, that another aspect of loyalty. That's what I associate with monogamy. Okay, so the otter, that is an Asian otter. It's ceramic. Right here it says little critters. I bought it on Amazon. I know a lot of people don't like Amazon for, buying things, at least in the witchy community that I'm, a part of. They don't like Amazon, but I'm cheap. And I want things to come in fast. So, you know what? I'm going to utilize Amazon. Now, I can't say I support Amazon, as a whole, but I'm still going to continue buying from them as well because it is so readily available and it does have things that I like. I know it's a cop-out and probably, people are going to get it twisted about my ethics, but you know what? It's cheap, it's affordable for me and what I'm doing, so I'm going to utilize it. And I don't want to really wait for, whatever Cosmos or the gods want to give me. And you know what? If they say it's okay, then if they're not telling me it's not okay, then you know what? What's the problem? Now, if they give me an inclination of, hey, maybe don't use this website anymore, then I'll switch it up. So until they, intervene and say, hey, stop using them. And I'll talk about, gods and deity and how I work with them in a later video, not in this altar tour or in these altar tours, because that'll get too long. Okay, so this is literally a wood carving, and I'm not sure who exactly carved this. I have to ask my mother who carved this. Mom, if you're watching this, who exactly carved this lion figure? I'm pretty sure they were in my family, but who exactly, text me if you see this or whatever, who exactly carved this? Like, it just has to be between you and me. I don't have to tell anybody else. But who exactly carved this? Because I know I'm pretty sure it's from our bloodline, or at least in our family. And it's a lion, so, lions and pride. Prides as in groups of lions, that's what I mean. Not pride as in pridefulness, or pride as in, taking pride in yourself. Alright, so we still have my same to Bastet and Artemis. We still have that. I put the pine cone out here. That is just a ceramic pumpkin for the autumn season and Samhain. Still the moonstone and arrowheads, but the pine cone's kind of blocking it. So we have, sorry about that. At the base of their feet, I just took this out before I started filming this. That is black tourmaline, a raw piece of black tourmaline that I received from a friend, and I'm gonna steer away from using her name, even though if she is watching this, she'll know she gave it to me, so she knows who she is if she's watching. If not, that's fine. But thank you again for this black tourmaline. It's just for protection, and because it works well with Bastet and Artemis, I feel like, I'm keeping it there as another, more protection. Coming back over here, I pulled out the larger piece of rose quartz, and I'm just setting it in front of basically the family symbolism. And I think that's basically it. It's not big. It doesn't have to be big, and it doesn't have to be so elaborate that it's overwhelming, but I like it. It's simplistic. It gets my point across, at least to me, and that's all that really matters. And come winter time, I'll probably, I may do no, I'm not gonna do an altar tour. But I'll, maybe, put a picture online, probably on Facebook, showing the switch up. And then we'll go from there. Now I gotta get my stool so I can get up here and show you, the top of this. Because, short people, problems. But I'm gonna get that. Okay, so so we have the same statue as before. I just moved it up because there wasn't any room for the other, the bowl or the flower pot deal and the huge statue, so I have that. So I moved this up because I didn't want to, just leave it out, because I still want to see it. I still want to be able to see it, but it's literally, I moved it to, the very front. This is literally charity shop. You know what, right, if you're into anything, if you're into interior decorating or, anything on a budget, go to charity shops. Go to your dollar stores. You can find good shit there. And, it doesn't cost a lot, and, it's people's junk that they didn't want anymore. And I got this for, I don't remember exactly how much, plus my 10% discount because I worked there. But it was on my day off. And I literally just put my rose quartz wand in it. and a fake flower again, but it's a pink, not pink, it's a yellow rose. And yellow is for happiness, abundance, and all that good stuff. So color magic, I'm imbuing like color magic and color associations, and then rose quartz for love, comfort, and things of that nature. And then I have this little jar, it's a vase, not a jar, it's a vase with someone obviously made it, and it just has a peace sign and some beads around it, and then something that's a little dog tag or whatever that says peace as well. So I have that. Alright, so these are literally dinosaurs. They're plastic dinosaurs I had from childhood. I had from childhood. I keep basically everything. I don't throw things out that I keep. The only things I throw out are things I don't like or have a connection to. That's the only thing I don't throw out. I haven't given these up. I haven't sold them in a garage sale. I'm basically like Andy from Toy Story. I keep all my shit from childhood, and they're gonna stay with me forever. Now, I know in Toy Story 3, he gives them up to Bonnie, but, like, that's a childhood, like, there's still a connection there. So, I'm not giving him that. So, literally, just 2 dinosaurs here, and then 2 other dinosaurs here. I have 4 dinosaurs. Well, I have a few more in a tote, but these were, like, the very beginning and my favorites that were, like, always around, always in my stories and, kingdoms and worlds that I built. Like, I was a very imaginative child, and I didn't have many friends because I was a loner and an only child. So, these were my friends. So, I have them here just as, like, I guess protection, I guess. Not protection for me, but, just to watch over Sassy and watch over Sassy and Barney. Not just, Sassy. And I have them here just to, keep watch. So that's basically all. That's basically why they're here. And I thought about switching them. Like, I might buy some, like, other things, other statues that I like. In like a metaphysical store or things. But I think, and I was thinking about switching them out, but I think I'm going to keep them here and probably, maybe incorporate, some other metaphysical statues as well. But for now, I'm just going to keep them here, and I think I'm going to incorporate other statues instead of just taking them off. Because I don't really have anywhere to put them. Well, I do. I could put them in a tote, but I like seeing them. So, because it just reminds me of my childhood. A simpler time, a happier time. So, there's that. That's, okay, and then I'm going to move down to the very bottom, because the very bottom of this shelf, holds a lot of things as well. I'm not going to go into great detail. It's basically the same story as the dinosaurs, but I just want to show you. Okay, so this is the end of part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry about, that huge, that kind of empty, not empty space, but the abrupt end. Sorry about the abrupt ending. But, again, there are just some things I would rather not show right at this moment in time. And odds are I probably won't share that, anytime soon. Unless I, like, seriously change something up with my altars, and I'll let you guys know that hey, there's another altar tour coming soon. Because my altars are, pretty much changing a lot. Just, after I filmed these videos, I, started, I did a little bit of switching up. Not many, but, I can tell you that they're pretty much, ever evolving, ever changing. just because I like changing things around to make them look as aesthetically pleasing as possible to me. So, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. Part 2, in part 2, which was originally part 3 of my altar tours, I do say I say that this is part 3, but it's changed now. It's only in 2 parts, and that's in the second part. No, it's only 2. All right? Did I make myself clear? Probably not. But I hope you guys enjoy that little altar tour, and just sitting and wondering what I have on my altars. So, see you guys later.